I wanna know, where did you go, my lovely? Oh, 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 oh. That's what I'm hearing today, baby. Oh yeah. I wanna know, where did you go? Y'all, I swear I heard this just the other day. I don't know if I recorded it or not, but where did you go, my lovely? I want to know. It's a song by No Mercy. No Mercy? Maybe you didn't have mercy on somebody. Mercy! Mercy! I'm hearing mercy me. I can only imagine what my eyes will see. I miss my baby. That's not the lyrics, but sounded good, didn't it? Okay. Yeah, this song right here. Where do you go? Where do you go, my lovely? I want to know. You leave without a word, no message, no number, and now my head is pounding like a rolling thunder. You left me with a heartache deep inside. Girl, you should see me cry all night, and I wonder. Everybody says, what a shame, what is wrong? They don't like the game you play. Heard you're hanging around every night till dawn. Been waiting for you night and day. So, okay, let me get this right. The song I'm channeling right now has to do with the message today, at least for this one. And, all right, look, contact has been lost between two people. I don't know what the connection looked like before now, but there was a connection between two people. One person had no mercy on another for whatever reason. It doesn't have to be very serious. It's just maybe they had a strict set of rules or boundaries. Like maybe someone was married and they're like, I could be in love with you, but I'm also not gonna do that because it's wrong. So bye. I don't want you to cheat. I don't want to be a part of that. Like, I have feelings, but that don't mean shit in the grand scheme of things. You're taken. It could be that. It could be anything, a numerous amount of things. But it's not about the details here. It's about the song. What I'm getting so far is it looks like somebody has detached from someone for a reason. And they're not backing down on it. That's where I was picking up on the no mercy. But the other individual, the people surrounding them, like their family, their friends, they're like all chiming in about this person having they're basically assuming, there's a lot of assumptions going around. They may even be starting rumors like, oh, well, maybe she or he stopped talking to you because they're a player, they're a whatever they're saying, okay? And I know someone's doing that here because the song says they don't like the game you play. What game? I get that you had no mercy, you had boundaries here. Someone said something that they want for their life and another person didn't agree with it. And so now this person's the bad guy because they chose to step away. Let's say, I'm going to give an example. I'm going to give the same example I just gave. Let's say it is somebody who left a situation because they didn't want to be involved in an affair. But somehow they're the bad guy. They don't even know they're the bad guy because they're not there to defend themselves and take up for themselves. But everybody over here is talking. Talking. This person, how bad they are, how they probably just used other people, whatever they're coming up with, okay? Just to make themselves feel better, instead of seeing that actually, if this person was a piece of shit, they would have very well stayed. They would have had an affair, or they would have continued an affair. Now that is an example, but it could be anything. It could be that someone is getting, okay, have you ever had to quit talking to someone, like a sibling, a friend, a lover even? Anyone, okay? Because what they were involved in was not good for you, okay? That's boundaries, all right? You see how I got right there? Maybe you laid the law down and you stopped having mercy for someone who maybe they were bringing drugs around your kids, or the people they hung around with when they were around, they put your family in danger, because I don't know, that's just an example, but and so you quit talking to this person, and of course it was devastating to you. But what do? Spreading lies, gossip, rumors, everything about you because you're the bad guy. If you really love them, you wouldn't give up on them. And it's like, no, I tried. And at some point, I've got to care about me too. And if you have kids, got to care about my kids, okay? I don't want that shit around me. Some of you have had nothing to do with that. It could be that, I don't know. There's a million different examples. I think you guys know what I mean. It's just kind of like, well, of course somebody's wondering, where did you go? They didn't really think about it when you were there. But now that you're gone, they're in opposition to this. They don't want you to be gone. they just want someone to listen and be there for them and hear them kind of, it's kind of like a woe is me story a little bit, like someone's like, you know, and so if they can't get, I'm hearing your love anymore. This is a friend that can't get your love anymore, a sister, a brother, a cousin, a mom, a dad, an aunt, an uncle, I don't know, a neighbor, a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, ex, current partner. They're gonna do what they have to do to get some sort of comfort, and that's running their mouth, talking to other people, okay? Some have said negative things, some have not, but then the people around them are like boosting their ego, like, oh, well, you know what? They probably were just using you and they wanted you to get in your head, and you know what I mean? Like they probably had ulterior motives, and it's like you're getting a lot of assumptions. I'm getting all of that from just 2 lines in a song. Let's continue. Heard you're hanging around every night till dawn. Oh yeah, and they're like basically saying you're a whore. You must be a whore, or a guy. You must be a player. Been waiting for you night and day. So they're still waiting. This is someone who's still waiting. They still want you, despite all the things that are being said about you, because they know it ain't true. And maybe they started the shit. Some of them did, you know, with their negativity. Because they were, somebody could have even started rumors about you or came up with some sort of narrative about you that actually claims they love you now, or they realize they love you now. Maybe they didn't realize it then. But what they did was, some of you, a person started something about you because they figured you were going to tell on them. Like maybe you were involved in an affair, or maybe you were messing with somebody you didn't know they were married. Maybe you knew they were married, but y'all didn't go all the way. I don't know what y'all did, okay? This could just be an example. But you left. You didn't want to be a part of it. Maybe your conscience kicked in and you're like, can't do this. I don't know. Or you wanted to keep something from happening. It doesn't mean you never loved this person, but you realized it was wrong, okay? But then they think because maybe you left abruptly, you just completely cut off the connection, they think, oh, well, you're probably going to go narc on me now. You're going to tell my family, you know, oh my God, like their fear, their guilt, their shame. So at first when you went away, they probably regretted it because they were like, oh, you know, I'm glad I did what I did and I was playing around with them. Some of you, this is exactly what happened. I'm glad I was playing around with them. They almost felt proud for just a little bit. It didn't last long though, because now they're realizing that A, they're stuck who they're with, whether it's a partner, a toxic ass controlling family where it's like they're controlled by money, like that's really what it is. Yeah, there's love, but there's also control, because if this person really wanted to be who they really wanted to be themselves, they would be shunned for it. So I don't know where you get love out of that, but I mean, they think it's love. They're friends, you know, they think it's love, all these people. But so they started something, but now they're regretting it because people have like some sort of idea about you. But you were actually the good guy in the situation. If there's a good guy, bad guy, if we have to play that card here, everybody wants to play that. But maybe it had nothing to do with that. Maybe you weren't trying to even be the good guy. It had nothing to do with that with you. Okay, this is very specific. Where do you go? Okay, here we go. You gotta break the silence. Don't keep me waiting. Just like a river flowing to the sea, you're running back to me. Come hear what I'm saying. It's almost like someone's trying to summon you in. They may actually be trying to summon you in. Some, if they're into that shit or they know about it, may go as far as to pay someone to do some sort of little thing on you so that you come back to them. Or maybe they're trying to do it themselves, or they could be praying about it. You know, I don't know. Or they're just constantly trying to think about you to manifest you back. They can be very confident that they're going to get you back, that you will somehow reach out to them again. And you're like, oh, my hair's so flat. Boob sweat. And then all of a sudden, you get a little ting. I said ting. You get a little ting, and your mind tells you that someone's thinking about you because all of a sudden they pop in your head. Well, that's because they're trying to fucking manifest you, okay? You're just doing your thing, cleaning the boob sweat from under your boobs, picking out your nails, I don't know, lounging in your recliner, got your hand down your pants. I don't know what you're doing, but this person here is like trying their damnedest, and all of a sudden they just pop in your head, and you're like, now why in the hell? Well, it's because they're thinking about you. Literally, you gotta break the silence. Like they want you to reach out. Some of them, this is exactly what happened. Somebody wants you to reach out, and it's not like they actually would do it, but they don't want to do it because they still don't really know if you're going to narc on them, if you're going to tell on them, so they're afraid that if they reach out first to try to like talk to you, that you're going to call their wife or their husband, or you're going to message them or something, or tell somebody that'll tell somebody, try to make them look bad. Like, they don't trust you, but it's because they have an untrusting heart, like an untrustworthy heart. It's not at all, has nothing to do, they're projecting onto you. This person wants you to reach out so that they're still in the clear, and also so that it can stroke their ego a little bit, because they don't want to be the one. I mean, that is, they got some work to do. I mean, we all do. We all have work to do every day. But that's a different kind of work, you know? I would say they are absolutely not ready for any communication with you, unless you wanted a burden. They've got some shit they need to work on, you know? And if they're with somebody, they need to focus on them. Focus on them instead of staying with them and talking shit about you, making up shit. Or with their friends, their family, co-workers. Come back and dry the tears I cried for you. It's like, I'm not even kidding you guys. Someone is thinking, I want to tell you I love you. Like, they actually feel like they love you now. But I don't know if that's love. You know what love would do here? If this was the situation, the one I've been talking about, I mean, there's so many scenarios that could fit in here. So many. You know, like the family one, where you quit talking to your family because they're, or friends, lovers, because of the things that they're doing. And they get mad at you for it? Or make up shit about you? I don't know. In their mind, they really believe that they love you now. And they do want you to know, but they don't want you to know because they made the first move. Because then it's like they're wrong. Okay, I'm getting another story. I'm getting something else. If some of you, if you know who this is and this is your story, and it is a person who's taken or something, married, dating, I don't know. Okay, living with somebody, they made the first move on you. The first time you guys ever messed around. If you didn't mess around, whatever it is, the first contact ever made that was a little inappropriate, we'll say it like that. They actually made the first move. They approached you. So some of them could actually be like, yeah, I love them, but this is like it's very karmic. I think we're all karmic, so I don't want to say, oh, this is a karmic person. We're all fucking karmics. I'm a karmic. You're a karmic. We're all fucking karmics, you know? We are. We learn lessons from everybody, from each other. This is what we're here for. So karma teaches you lessons. So anyway, it's like they approached you initially. I don't know what went on. I don't know how long it went on. I don't know how deep it got. I think you could have both fell for each other even, but you cut it off, right? Is this how it went? But now they're wanting you to be the first one to make the move, so that they can kind of be like, one for one? Like, if you tell on me, then I can tell on you. Because right now they're feeling kind of like a bad guy. They don't really, like, they care about their image a lot. They care about being the bad guy, about people knowing what they did wrong. So they want to make sure they paint some sort of picture about you, or so that they kind of lure you back in. So you approach them first, knowing that they're still involved. So that it's like you're even. Someone wants to get even with you, but then they want to be with you, or at least be able to admit that they love you too. Something like that. That's some crazy shit. For a small select few of you, I even get that someone here could have tried to like set a friend up, or a family member, somebody that would do it for them, that would even pretend to like lure you in. I don't know for what. Maybe this person's also taken, so that like they want to get you somehow. I feel like they've gone between like really thinking that they hate you and then thinking that they love you. I think they don't know what they think about you. You know what I think? I think love would do the honorable thing, and if they really loved you, they would go to whoever they're with and tell them the truth. They don't have to tell them details if they don't want to, but they would tell them the truth. And they would say, I'm not in love with you, because clearly they wouldn't have done what they did, whatever that is, even if it's just thinking something fucked up, you know, making a move on somebody, getting somebody's number or something when they're with you, you know what I mean? If it's not for business, but you know what I mean? So for someone to do the honorable thing, to prove that they really do love someone here, they would just leave. And then they wouldn't expect anything out of you. They wouldn't try to create any drama. They would fix all the lies that they started. They would make it right. And if they didn't start any lies, but they knew they were going on around you because people just wanted to boost their ego and make them feel better and prove how like whatever you were, it's like they could have stopped that. But they didn't stop that, did they? They allowed it to happen because it made them feel good. And it also connected them to you when they had no connection to you. They lost a way of connecting. The very beginning of the song says, it's about a number, right? You leave without a word, no message, no number. It's like, damn. It's crazy. That's some craziness right there. I wonder if these people are connected to the people in the other message where I said somebody's in love with you, but they think you're crazy, but they love you're kind of crazy. I think they're in love with themselves because they're projecting. I think someone's projecting onto you, like you're crazy for doing the right thing. At first, it made you look really bad, you know, and everybody was just, I don't know. But deep down, everybody must have known, and I mean everyone around this person, deep down, people wondered why you really walked away or why you did what you did. We'll say it like that. Whatever you did, people around this person, maybe they were like, is something going on between these two? Like, they had questions, but then they chose to believe this person. Somebody took someone's side here. Someone took somebody's side here. They believed them. Not only that, they participated in the bashing, in the shaming, in the rumors, in the gossip, in the negative, evil eye energy. They participated in it. And then they spread it to other people. Maybe their partners, if they had anyone, maybe their friends, their family, their exes, you know. I don't know. But it's like there was like this whole, you know, fuck you festival going on. Or it is right now still, or it was, but it's being tarnished. Like the universe is going to rip that down, okay? The universe will come in and they will wipe the illusion from their eyes. And the illusion is that either you're the only one in the wrong or that you were in the wrong at all. Some of you were not. Some of you may have done a little something. I don't know. I don't know. Like, let's say it's the sibling situation or a friend or a lover, whoever that you had to quit talking to because they were involved in things you did not want to be involved in. And then this subjected your children to it if you have kids, or your family, or anything, okay? It made you feel very unsafe, and so you established a barrier and a boundary and you walked away. No mercy. No more mercy, we'll say it like that. You had enough mercy. And so then they try to bring out all your skeletons out of the closet, like, oh yeah, well let me tell you what so-and-so did, and then they just go off, okay? Like bashing you, could be on the internet, whatever they're doing. I mean, just really fucking up your reputation, or trying to. And it's like, it's kind of that eye for an eye energy. It's like they really take it offensively that you wouldn't just put up with their shit anymore, or that you wouldn't participate in something that was wrong anymore. Let's say somebody's like, okay, you don't like me doing meth, you don't like me doing heroin, okay, well, yeah, what about you, alcoholic? You know, it'd be like someone trying to bring up alcoholism or something, but you've been sober for years, you know? Or trying to say certain shit about you, but it's not your identity anymore. And you're okay with talking about your identity, but it's like they're trying to make you look bad. I don't know, I feel like people here want you to look bad because it scrubs and comforts and nurtures and nestles and cuddles their fragile little egos. And that's the fucking truth. That's the truth. There's always three sides to every story, you know? But nobody bothered to hear yours. Not only hear yours, but ask yours. It's easy to point at you. You know, this reminds me, a very unproud moment in my life, but when I was arrested for drinking and driving, I went through a fucking checkpoint. But either way, I talk about this on my other channel. When this happened and I got sent to jail, I was only there a couple hours. It wasn't even 4 hours. I had to take like some tests and I got out because, I don't know. I told the truth is what got me arrested. I told the truth. Anyway, so when I get in there, the lady, she was actually so nice. She was like one of the guards, I guess. And she was doing my like fingerprints and she said something and I laughed because she was really nice. She was funny. And she said, oh, don't do that. And I was like, don't do what? She said, when you don't smile, you look like a bitch. I was like, she's like, no offense, but if they end up booking you going upstairs, she was like, just know, don't smile at those girls. She's like, because you got a baby face. I was like, what the hell? But it was actually funny. I'd never been told that before. She was like, she told me straight up, and I like that. She was like, you look like a bitch. And then I asked my daughter later on, my teenage daughter, I was like, do I look like a bitch if I'm not talking? And as I say that, a loud ass vehicle starts. And she's like, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. She's like, my friends say it all the time that you look like, you know, you could really like beat someone's ass. And I'm like, but I'm not even like that. I'm like one of the fucking nicest people I've ever met. I'm just really reclusive. I say to myself, you know, I'm actually like super fucking nice. I mean, I got it in me, but I've been beat up too. You know what I mean? I'm not like some brawler. Like, what? And so it was funny how the guard read me. She was just like, yeah, I thought that was really interesting. But it's kind of like that. Like people just, maybe you're really handsome or you're really pretty. So people automatically think that you're a fucking slut or that you're a man whore. Or people automatically think that you must have sex. Maybe you're celibate and people are like, oh, you're not celibate. Maybe you have tattoos all over you and people are like, oh, you don't love God. You know, it's something like that. Or you're divorced or something. Like there's something about you, you know, it's either something people know because you've opened up about it, or it's definitely even your looks. I think that's the first thing, is you look a certain way. Like you're definitely being judged by a lot of people. But whoever they're connected to this person, whoever it is, and they've allowed it to happen. Deep down, they knew who you were and who you are and what your soul is. They see it. Okay, this is why they didn't want to lose you. But they wanted to have like their cake and eat it too. All right, but they don't want to admit this to themselves, because admitting this means they've lost. They're very competitive, this person. They don't like to lose. Very proud. What is pompous? I'm hearing pompous. I feel like you guys would have a love-hate relationship. I'm not saying it wouldn't work and that this person won't do the right thing. Just be honest. If it's somebody who's with someone, they don't even have to leave who they're with if they don't want to, but they should still tell them the fucking truth if that's what they're going to do. They just need to figure out what they want. I feel like this is someone who just is mad that they can't have both worlds. Like, they're a glutton for pleasure. They just want to be able to have it all. And then they can go find someone else to have it all with. There's plenty of other people that'll play that game. But they're trying to say, you're playing a game you're not even playing. You're not even on the field. And people have your name in the game. And it's like, but I'm not even there. It'd be like your name on a hotel room, but you're not staying there. You're not even there, but your name is on the room. Something like that. Pompous meaning.
Here's the definition of pompous: affectedly and irritatingly grand, solemn, or self-important.
Yeah, this person can tend to be pompous. We can all be pompous. We can all be cheaters. We can all be liars. We can all be afraid. Not everybody does the right thing at the right time. You know, we're all a part of the same experience here, but we're having different individual experiences within this experience of the human existence. Okay, and so no one is better than anyone here. Okay, we learn at different levels, but this person at this time or for a while has allowed themselves to be pompous, proud, arrogant, wanting everything, being like, oh yeah, well if I can't have you, then I'll have everyone else. I don't want you anyway. And it's like, clearly you do. Clearly you do. This is like, you know, this would be like little Jimmy on the playground and then little Greg, right? Little Jimmy and little Greg, that's the names coming to me. And little Greg has a girlfriend, and little Jimmy likes the girlfriend, and the girlfriend likes Jimmy. Okay? But she's with Greg. She don't really want to leave Greg because there's reasons, too many to get into. Okay? But she really loves Jimmy. She's like, Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy. I mean, music, everything reminds her of little Jimmy over here. But Jimmy decides, like maybe Jimmy and this girl right here, maybe they have classes together. They're together a lot. They see each other a lot, or they did. And Greg may have been in the vicinity, but he was kind of not worried about it, doing his own thing, because he had the girl, right? But Greg's doing his own thing, whatever. And these two, Jimmy and the girl, are getting closer, and they start falling in love. But then Jimmy, I don't know what they do. Maybe they have an affair or cheat, or they don't. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter here. Jimmy walks away. Jimmy's like, can't do this. It's wrong. You're not my girl at the end of the day. So then Jimmy leaves, and then the girl runs back to Greg over here, her man, and she starts saying things to Greg. Maybe Greg was suspicious before of little Jimmy. Maybe he was like, I think Jimmy likes you. And she's like, no, you know. But then when Jimmy decided to leave, then she's like, yeah, you know what? I just didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to be mad. But she came on to me, or he came on to me. Oh, that is fucked up. Someone here could have, wow. I love how Spirit gives me answers, gives me messages about what's going on by just giving me visuals and shit like this. You guys following here? So then she tells little Greg over here that Jimmy did this, came on to her, whatever. Wow. I mean, see, shit like that could get people in trouble. Shit like that could get people in trouble. Now, it could be switched, where it's little Becky and little Sue and a little Tom, you know, or a little Becky, little Sue. I don't know. This is a scenario I'm seeing. And if it's like a family or a friend situation or a lover that you had to let go of because they were involved in things that you did not want in your life, okay? You put up with it for long enough, you tried to help, you loved them through it, but they don't even love themselves at some point, so you had to love you, okay? So let's say we've got that going on. This is you, this is them. You walked away, no more mercy, okay? You love them, but you let them go. Love liberates. You're like, okay, fine, you want to be yourself. If this is who you are and you claim this is who you are and I'm just trying to change you, then I'm going to let you go be you, but don't bitch about it, you know? So then now, this person has gone to everyone else. Maybe it was mutual friends, maybe it's family, and maybe they said you think you're better than them, that you never tried to help them. You know, they could talk about addictions that you've had, things that you've struggled with just to make themselves feel better. Like, they're really painting you in a really fucked up light, okay, because of their jealousy. But really, it's because they miss you deep down. They're too proud to say it, pompous, and they want you to come back. That's it. They want you to come back. Someone wants you back in their life, whether a lover, a friend, a family member, co-worker, somebody wants you back, but they will never tell you that. Or will they? I don't know. I don't think it matters if they tell you. I think they should tell the people they're around the truth. That you're not the person that they've allowed them to believe that you are, or you're not the person that they painted you to be. They should clear your name and set the record straight about you. But they don't want to do that because that would tell on them. And I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me. Continue on your path. Let them talk. Let them paint pictures, because what they give out, they will get back. Talk to you later. Bye.